hold on everybody, I need to fix my tripod there. Oops, it fell down by accident. Okay, now let's put the game link in. Pin message, we're going to go here, copy, and we're going to do the paste. Part 32. We're now finally here. I'm gonna say I'm really grateful that we are now on the 13th day that Royale is officially in beta. Man, I feel like the other games that I played actually failed my expectation. Like they literally failed the expectation that I had. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna start off as like, you know, the default skin, but I'm gonna keep the Justice skin. And you know what? I'm thinking I'm just gonna do is like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep the Evil Shield on because I think like that would be really cool. Yeah, Battle Pass. This is now officially like the second time that the Battle Pass is gonna be in the game. Is in the game. We're gonna spend a few minutes as like, you know, the. Hold on, that's weird. Cause like I know that pretty much like, you know, last night when I picked up the guns. Okay. I know. Wait, what the heck? Anyway, let's continue on. See, I discovered something about YouTube content is that a lot of people don't play the game because pretty much they expect the game to have everything fixed, right? Well, let me tell you this. Here's why all of those people might actually be telling the truth. Because you see, here's the thing though. They don't want to play something that doesn't have something that works. They only want to play something that works. But you see, if you always play something that works, are you really enjoying the game, or are you only wanting to play it so that it looks like it's perfect? Like that's something that a lot of people are not really admitting, and it kind of is just a bit disappointing. How games are expected to be perfect, but here's the thing though. The thing about the beta is that people who play the beta are most likely to, you know, be able to play when the game officially comes out. Because like you see, for years I always wanted to play a game where pretty much I would be like, you know, in the beta doing the content about it and also be able to find bugs. Because you see, when I was doing content about laser gun battle, there wasn't really a lot of like bugs in it that kept me invested. They didn't keep me like interested in wanting to play because I felt like the game didn't really get a lot of updates, even though I said like, hey, I think the game should get updates. And it was pretty sad that like that the creator didn't actually care about like players, but just because I tried to do is like, you know, let them know, say, hey, I think you should update the game, but they never really like listened, and I was like, all right, if they're not gonna listen, I'm just gonna move on from playing, and thus that pretty much was, yeah, I think it was it was November when I pretty much, you know, quit because like there's some reason they put the game on private for no reason, and I'm like, why did you put the game on private? And then I eventually gave up because what was the whole point of them putting the game on private? I know it was their game, but they shouldn't have had the right to be able to do that because there are people who are playing and they didn't explain it. All right, now I'm gonna put on the Briz skin on. And now we're gonna go over to the burger, even though it's called the Applewood Diner. Hello, welcome to the burger. How may I help you today? Can't order one orange justice? Sure, here you go. Thank you very much. Yeah. So, if this gets made into a highlight, I'm going to anyway share what I'm gonna say. So, what's the reason why I started doing the burger skit? Well, pretty much the reason why I started doing the burger skit was because I thought it'd be funny in the beta where every single time I would play, I would pretend to actually go to the burger. It's called Applewood Diner because I wanted to make like something that would be so funny, like something that would pretty much be like original that nobody else has done before. Since the then the burger is a parody inspired by the Der Burger, so that's why I say the burger instead of Der Burger. Maybe in the future there might eventually be a the burger restaurant. Okay. We have to just replace this. Oops. And now it's time for us to go to the next skin. Skin number 3. We're gonna play as the elf skin. Let's go. This time we're gonna open the chests, towers. All the chests. Even though we can't really do that. I just think it would be funny if we actually did. This skin right here came out on December. No, I think it was it was Tuesday, December. No. Wednesday, December 24th, 2025. That was when the skin officially came out into post-Royale. But then eventually, at some point, the shop got updated, and now, if you were able to afford the free skins, you pretty much missed out on an opportunity to be able to be able to buy the skin. Santa was also another shop skin you could buy. But if you were there, if you were there and actually bought it before it disappeared, that means you are considered a post-Royale OG, because that would mean you will only be able to buy the skins, Alright, time for me to go to skin number 4. The Evil Trooper, oh yeah. This is actually supposed to represent the Skull Trooper from Fortnite. There's actually a marshmallow skin in the game. Man, I think that would be pretty awesome, Well, I thought I heard something in the Discord. Anyway, so this skin right here is actually really good. Ten out of 10. I mean, this makes sense, even though it's not October. I think this is actually a really good skin. All the skins are actually really good. Okay, let's go to my 5th one. The 5th skin, the Golden Knight. This was actually originally, fun fact, Did you know that the Golden Knight skin was actually the very first Battle Pass skin that they added in Classic Fort Blocks? So if you play Classic Fort Blocks, the original Fort Blocks, you probably remember this skin right here. I actually have it in the Classic Fort Blocks game and pretty much in Pulse Royale, which I think, hey, it's actually pretty cool. I thought there was another player. Alright, anyway, we're gonna go inside one house. We're just gonna go here. We might eventually go over to the maze. The strong. I remember this is actually supposed to be some kind of machine gun. So anyway, now let's go to skin number 6. The Mr. Wee Wee. People against Rhino and France. That's a cool outfit description. Who needs your potions and heals when you got these skins? Oh yeah, I'm a cat because I like to eat my bag. Alright, time to put on my 7th skin. The Mr. White skin. I actually remember. Did you know this skin actually was there when it was the 2nd and 3rd shop update, and it's actually still in the in the 4th shop update, which is pretty cool. And so far, I have played since the 1st shop update, the 2nd shop update, the beta, the 3rd shop update, and the 4th one. But I never actually bought anything from didn't buy all the things from the 1st shop update nor the 2nd one. But I did in fact buy stuff from the 3rd one, and pretty much from the 4th one. Cause I have I have a lot of OG bucks in the game. Let's go behind Little Lake and hopefully, I don't know if we've already been here. I believe we've been here, but we're just gonna go over here anyway. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we've already been over here. Now I'm gonna reset my character and we're gonna equip skin number 8. The Nomad X2 skin. This is the owner's skin. We have 2 rows. This skin has probably been the longest one. Shop updates 1, 2, and 3. You're able to buy the Nomad skin. There might eventually be Post Row might eventually add some more skins. I'm gonna say I think the marshmallow 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, number 9, we're going so 1, 2, 3. I own 14 skins in Post Row beta. Let's go over to the sniper tower now. Even though I don't have all the skins, I think it's pretty cool. Like, there's a strong gun up there. Man, for 12 days, you can't even get on the roof. I think if there was if there was actual ladders in the game, actual ladders where you're able to climb up the bone, that would be pretty cool. was the Peel skin. Time to play the Santa Claus. This skin also was in the game as well. So this skin went from this skin was around for 16 days, but then pretty much and then on the night of like, you know, January 3rd, 2026, the Santa skin in the elf skin, both of those skins were removed from like, you know, the item shop. So my theory suggests that pretty much when it eventually December of 2026, they might eventually at some point bring back the original two skins for people who haven't played there. And I think it would actually be a good idea because like you see, like there might be people who are curious and be like, whoa, so those were the first two skins, like you know how in OG Fortnite they had like a free backbling, right? You could only get it, so okay, now let's go to my next skin. Let's go to the next skin. We'll go to 11. Now we're officially playing as the artist. We're gonna go over to the. Let's actually go over to the skin number 11. Let's go over to the crane, so then that way I can like you know. Let's go to the. Okay, let's go up to the crane. Did you know that AJ, aka Bunga Juice, pretty much he actually owns 3 skins. The first one being the elf, the second being the Scarecrow, and the third one being the artist. So in reality, he actually has 3 skins. Cashier only has like I think 2 skins. No, actually 3 because no, yeah. AJ Bunga Juice has 4 skins, while Cashier has like you know 3, and I have like 14. And I'm saying like, hey, when will Marshmallow come to the shop? And I'm gonna say, hey, I think my all-time favorite, the Operator. This is the main skin that I use for the channel. Skin number 12. You know what? I'm gonna keep the back bling because I just think it's a really good back bling, and I might probably update the I think the skin that I'm wearing eventually because I just think like this back bling is so good and putting it with that other skin might make sense. Yeah, so this might probably be the last time that everyone sees me as this skin. So that's skin number 12. Time for skin number 13. The white breast. So there's 2 breast variants. Let's go army base, yeah, let's go. Well, that song has been for now. There's one chat. You're not one of those. But no sound effects when you go on. But what if yeah, hold on. The left sounds fine. Okay. Take that, you boy. Okay. Probably go to the next one. Alright, and finally, number 14. The winter sweater fish. Oh, but if you okay, let me show you. So if you go to the item shop, one winter sweater fish was there on 24 and was even there on the 27th. But if you look here, oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to mention these skins were originally there. I thought they were removed, but they actually weren't. They were just like, put there. So I think it's possible that actually the winter fish got taken out of this shop. So that's 16. Alright guys, so it looks like this is pretty much gonna be it for the live stream. I hope everybody has a fantastic day and see you guys in part 33. Peace.